Alright, everything seems to be going smoothly. Hello everybody, it is your favorite Russian goats called Tabi, and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm not alone today. I'm here with Siren Head. Hey guys! And I'm also here with Cassie again from her universe. Hey everybody. So, if you guys are kind of confused on what the hell this is, it's this. I have been waiting so long to do this. Game is not suitable for children. It's finally time! We put some DLC content on here. I mean, it's literally in our name, so... I will say that we played a little bit off screen yesterday, so... Let's start a new game, and I think it saves our name, hopefully. Memories, yes! Yes! I do, chill. Sorry. Sorry. I seen an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. And just a heads up, I'm putting in my own dialogue with these as well, so be ready for me swearing. Again. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Did you really leave her behind? I mean... What did you want me to do? Dude, I still would have waited. Anyway, but if she's going to chase me like this, almost feel better off running away. Dude, that's not cool. Leave me alone. However, I just say and idle in front of the crosswalk unless they already catch up to me. It literally feels like I'm playing on the computer. I overslept again. But I got you this time. Hey, it saved my name, yes. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You were saying that... You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tabi. Well, if people stare at you for acting fucking weird, then I don't want them thinking we're a damn couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess I don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly I can't speak, increasingly speckled with other students in making their daily commute. Do you want me to read? No. Okay. By the way, Tabi, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any damn clubs. And that laundry basket just got knocked over. And I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I though? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever the hell she's going on about. Okay, why is our cat doing that? So then you know our cat's going to be crazy. Stop! Sorry. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Now, games, yes. Anime, not so much. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. But happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You know, after like almost 10 years of this, I still don't know what the hell that means.
I don't even know what it means.
Yes, you do. Hell no. Anyway, you trust me, right? So make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Jesus. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I can promise you that. Yay! Why the fuck do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Guessing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I thought you were gonna say something else. Dude, shut up. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. So you just sat there, just
Looking at nothing.
yes.
Dude, you're worse than me.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, moving on. Clubs. Jesus, man. Sorry. Sari wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Why start there? I'm like just now thinking back at these. Like, bruh, why not start with like the video game club unless that wasn't the thing? I forget if that was a thing or not. Hello? Oh, what the? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Well, shit. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but decided just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I'm not even going to say anything. You know, you don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I'm just now realizing that she had blushed when she had said this. Well, I thought they might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori. Yee? There is no fucking way I'm joining your club.
Did you actually, like, say that, or is it how the line is in the game? It's actually how the line is in the game, I just put in the F word.
Dude! Meanie?
What did you call me a meanie? Come on now.
Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever even aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. And since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice Presidente. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Sorry, I need some water. Sorry about that. I'm turning into Jacksepticeye. I need water now. Help. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Okay, why the hell do you care so much anyway? Well, I always saw that pose and I always thought that was cute. I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Okay, don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of a fucking airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go!
Let's go!
And this, the day, marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Is that on some kind of fucking, like, mug or something? It better be. I'd love one of those. Or like a t-shirt that says, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. We need to find a shirt or some kind of merch with that on it. Maybe when we start making our own merch, we can put that on. That would be good. Let us know if you guys want to see that. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school that I rarely ever visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Jesus, Sayori, leave the door on the hinges. Everyone, the new member is here. Woman, I told you, do not call me a new member. Yeah, I glance around the room. Yuri! The Lavender Woman has arrived! Yes! Anyway, jeez. Welcome to the Literature Club. It is a pleasure meeting you. I'm reading all the lines. Leave me alone. Shirley always says nice things about you. Good! I would hope so. And here comes Short Steak. Does she still kick your ass every time you call her that? No comment. Okay. Seriously, you brought a boy way to kill the atmosphere? Well, fuck you too! And there's Monica. Ah, Tabi, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Just the terrifies us. Whoop. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, dude, chill. Sorry. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. That's okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. That is because her dad is a big piece of shit. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Her says I quietly in my ear and then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Yes, I can see that. I know her energy has nowhere else to go except a small ass body. Anyway, dude, we are just... Bro, why are you going after Natsuki so much? Have nothing to say, do you? No. Okay, anyway. This is Natsuki, always full of energy. Yeah, I read that. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I need to move that up a little bit. There we go. Actually, move it. Nope, wait, sorry. I'm so unprepared. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yeah, that was a thing. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you're already on Monica, is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's great to see you again, Tabi. Monica smiles sweetly. Sorry. We do know each other. Well, we rarely ever talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my fucking league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... I don't know. You too, Monica. Mutterings. Anyway, come sit down, Tabi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Yeah, she does still get a little too excited about some things, but... Then how about to make some tea as well? Yes! Dude, Yuri's tea is amazing. Sorry. God, what is wrong with my throat? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the counter, the corner of the room. I cannot fucking speak. Where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
I have to read it like this.
What?
Jesus, man.
Sorry. Cassie, you've been kind of quiet. I'm just watching.
Okay.
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
She still does this from time to time. You know, I've actually tried her cupcakes, and they're pretty good. Yes, they are.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Quite the eagle one, huh? Yes.
That was my bottle. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. And of course, Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
As she usually does whenever she eats cupcakes.
I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Isn't it like everybody, though? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite, or... I finally bat down. Oh. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Whenever she made it herself. This was really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. I mean, sir, well, maybe, but not for, you dummy.
And there's the iconic dummy line.
Alright. Jesus. I gave up on Natsuki's weird-ass logic and dismissed the conversation. Good. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole-ass tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Well, I'm Russian, so...
Like a bottle of vodka. I'm kidding.
Dude, I'm joking, damn. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... And so then Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a passion for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Okay, good, I saved that. Yes! Good job! Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Shit, they're on to me. Fuck! I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori by the horns. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As presidente of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. I kind of fucked up that line. Monica, I am surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'll probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Understandable. There's like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Monica just dissed every single presidency in the entire fucking planet. I love it. Because it's right. So, I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Yes! Do that! And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way, and there's the iconic pose. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Good. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. The festival is actually pretty cool, at least they added that. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Just different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh shit. This question. Oh god, here we go. So Tabi, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, shit. Dude! Were you really that scared of this question back then? Okay, back then, yes, leave me alone. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Did you really read manga back then? I'll be honest, yes, I have. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Okay, she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much for a reader, I guess. You know, I never understood why Yuri never saw manga as literature. I mean, it's a book. It's still a book. True. I mean, well, that can change. What the hell am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. And there's this. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites. I give up on English! We're making so many Jacksepticeye stuff. Like Jacksepticeye, throwbacks. Yes, we are. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I really do give up on English. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. Okay, so what's up? I had the thought. Oh god. I think whenever we do like the poems or whatnot, I think we cut the video there so they're not too long. Sounds good. Yeah. Alright. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yes. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? You know, and I never got that sentence. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. What book was it? Christine. They had the Christine book at that school? You'd be surprised.
Okay. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the fucking rock. The rock, just a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. So horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. She has a good point. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, I just... Natsuki says that over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, he's a...
Oh god. This starts at all.
Dude. What? Don't do that.
Dude, all I did was burp.
Anyway. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What the hell gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sadie saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
And there's the I'm not cute line. I'm not cute! She still says that to this day, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. So, Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive.
Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
That is a good life lesson. I feel like there's quite a bit of life lessons in here. Yeah, I have to be honest with that one.
You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, shit. Guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Well, it's not that we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tabi? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Well, we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sandy may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and lose my train of thought. Offer girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Tabi, you help and defenses against these girls. How am I supposed to make it clear? The decision isn't when it's like this. That is a writing poem. That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful women. Right. Alright, I've decided. I will join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. So the girl's arms are me, jumping up and down.
Jesus. I actually couldn't breathe when she did that. Really? Yeah. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came back for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
I don't need you throwing me out of a window again.
She threw you out of a window? She threw me into the side of a semi-truck back in the day. For being 4'10", she's strong as hell. Jesus, I know. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. And there's an iconic okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tabi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class harmonica with my mediocre writing skills? Well, they're still mediocre to this day. I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Tabi, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together? Oh shit, that's right! So Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Yep, sure, fuck it, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will you really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I would have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I'll start with writing a poem tonight. And this is where we start writing the poems. Time to write the poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so with that, I'm going to save that there. And I'm going to end this here because, like we said a little bit ago, every single time we reach the poem section, we're cutting it there so that the videos aren't too long. And I did see the side stories were available too, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, blah blah blah. Dude, that's my outro. Sorry, well, too bad I'm using it for the moment. Fine. And let us know in the comments below if you guys want to see a part 2 and what else you want to see. And also in the comments, let us know which ones to use for Yuri, because I actually forgot which ones were used for her. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. This is Tabi, Siren and Adult Cassie signing off, and we'll see you all in the next video. So, you think that went good? I think so.